a lot of you are here for this video to hear about the admissions and what to expect, when to hear back from A&T, what scores you need. I'm gonna give you all the tea, sis. Calm down. I got you, bro. I got you. I got y'all. Okay? I got y'all. And I'm gonna give you the facts because, period, boo. These are not opinions. They're just straight facts. Period. What's up, Aggies? If you don't know who I am, my name is Zaria Simone, and today I will be telling you all about my admissions process to North Carolina A&T and my experience here as well. So I'm not going to wrap you guys up too quick. I'm going to give y'all a slight introduction into who I am and why I came here so that we can get things started. So for those who don't know, I am an out-of-state first-time freshman from Washington, D.C. I am majoring in mass communications with a focus in public relations. And overall, my experience at A&T so far has been good, although it isn't as what I expected it to be. Overall, it's a good school. Like, I would recommend people to come. So there's a couple of reasons why I chose to attend A&T, and no, I do not regret my decision of attending here, although there are certain things that I expected to be a little different. Overall, A&T is a good school, and I would recommend you guys to come. But one of the few reasons why I am attending A&T is because it's the largest HBCU in the nation. It offers a lot of opportunities to its students, yes, even though the school is known for engineering, but A&T offers a lot of opportunities for outside majors as well, such as nursing. A lot of people from my area, from Washington, D.C., the DMV area, attend A&T, and I really like that about the school because it's like a second home away from home. Like, I don't feel too far away from home. I'm only a 5-hour drive, so I know it's accessible to go home on weekends. Those are mainly the top reasons why I chose to attend here. Overall, I would give the school probably like a 8 out of 10. There's a couple things that I do not like about the school, such as like how they treat their out-of-state students. We're gonna get more into that within the video. So now let's talk about the admissions, because I know a lot of you are here for this video to hear about the admissions and what to expect, when to hear back from A&T, what scores you need. I'm gonna give you all the tea, sis. Calm down. I got you, bro. I got you. I got y'all. Okay? I got y'all. Earlier today, I went to the admissions office and asked them some of the questions that you guys gave me on social media, and I'm gonna give you the facts because, period, boo, these are not opinions. They're just straight facts. Period. So the first question is, what is the required GPA or test scores to get into A&T? So I'm gonna be very clear with you guys. The admissions counselor told me that they go by the freshman profile averages for each school year. So, for example, with the fall 2020 admissions, they're going off what the class of 2019 brought. The scores that the class of 2019 brought. So those scores, the averages for those scores was at 3.5 weighted GPA, a 1050, a 1053 SAT, and a 20 ACT. Now, of course, it depends on what major you're going into. Like, for example, if you want to be an engineering student, yes, you have to have prerequisites and other things of that nature in order to be eligible to apply to their program. But don't let those scores discourage you. Although they may sound a little high or out of reach for some people, don't let them discourage you. You know, it's not like if you don't have those scores, that doesn't mean you're not going to get in. It just means that those are the competitive scores that they're looking for in order to like accept people. So I want to tell you guys a story about my experience of applying to A&T just a year ago. So as I said before, I am a freshman here at A&T, so I'm not long overdue of this process. Trust me, I know. And I applied to A&T in September of 2018. So basically September of last year. So I didn't hear any notifications back from A&T until November. And I was so excited, like, because A&T was my top choice. I was telling everybody, oh, this is the school I'm going to. I know for sure I'm going to get in, like, blah, blah, blah. Because I was very confident in my test scores. Mind you, my scores, when applying for the first time, my scores was 3.6 GPA and a 990 SAT. So I was pretty confident. I was like, oh, I got above a 3.5. You know, I can get this. I can get that. So I opened my portal. It's November. I opened my portal. I run to my portal because I got the email saying that I got a notification. I open it and then I see that I'm deferred. I was like, what? I was so disappointed. I was like, yo, I was so mad. I didn't know whether to cry. I didn't know whether to be mad, because I was like, dang, this is my top school. I thought I was gonna get in like that, like no problem. Like, I'll be telling people that I'm going to this school and start preparing for it, but no, like, I got deferred. So come to find out, on the letter it said that you have been deferred for the marketing program. And originally I did apply as a business major, but I switched my major when I got to orientation. It basically said they wanted better test scores, like higher test scores, at least 1,000 on the SAT, or at least like 17 on the ACT for the business program, I believe. So the following month in December, I retook my SAT and I got the 1,000 that I needed. Submitted those scores in January and heard back from them in March, and I got accepted. So boom. So that goes to show you, don't be discouraged if you get deferred. Deferment does not mean denial, okay? Deferment does not mean denial, okay? If you get deferred, don't let it be the end of the world. You still have a second chance. It's basically saying you have not been accepted, but we're gonna give you a second chance to do better. Another question that you guys had was, how long after you applied did you hear a decision back? Okay, so what the admissions office told me was that it takes 4 to 6 weeks for them to process an application. So expect around 4 to 6 weeks. If you apply before the early action deadline, which is November 1st, I believe, or sometime in November, you're more than likely to hear a decision by December 15th. So the way applications are, like, as y'all know, A&T is a very big school, so it's on a first come first served basis. So the earlier you apply, the earlier you'll hear back from them. So make sure you apply early, because that's the best way to hear a decision as soon as possible. Another question was, is it harder to get into A&T as an out-of-state student? And the answer is yes, okay? It is highly competitive to get into A&T as an out-of-state student, okay? Because first off, they're gonna look out for North Carolina residents before they look out for anybody else, okay? They're gonna make as much space as they can for North Carolina residents because it's a North Carolina school. And unfortunately, the acceptance rate for out-of-state students out of the freshman class, out of the entire freshman class, is only 18%. So if you're applying here as an out-of-state student, you have to make sure your scores are top-notch. Make sure you are competitive. Make sure you fit under those general scores so that you can be competitive enough to, get a spot, My last thing for, like, out-of-state students, I have some tips for you guys, and it's to meet deadlines. Apply before November 1st if you want to hear a decision by December 15th. Know your counselor, have a good relationship with them, because throughout your senior year of high school, you're going to be seeing your counselor a lot, okay? Pay attention to your Ncat portal, because it keeps you updated with what's going on you, like whether you got a decision or not, whether you're missing something, things of that nature. So stay updated with that. And also pay attention to what courses you took throughout high school, because if you do not have all the required courses, or you have not taken them, you need to take them ASAP before you graduate high school. One more thing, deferral does not mean denial, okay? I got deferred and look where I'm at now. You see this? I got deferred and look where I'm at now. So deferral does not mean denial, okay? Don't let those scores discourage you, okay? If you get deferred, reapply and submit those new scores, and that's all you literally have to do. So the first question for social life is Ncat fun? Is Ncat worth the hype? Is Ncat as lit as people say? And honestly, I know y'all heard this before, this is so cliche, but college is what you make it. If you're sitting in your dorm room and you're not doing nothing with your life, it's gonna be boring. You have to apply yourself and make it fun for yourself, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all, when I first came to this campus, people knew who I was for a multitude of reasons. Okay, one, I'm from DC, so a lot of people from my area attend this school, so I already knew people from back home. I knew a lot of people, and a lot of people knew me on campus because I applied myself, okay? For one, like I said before, I'm from an area where a lot of people go to this school, so that was one thing. Another thing was I'm a YouTuber, so I put myself out there. I promoted my channel. I suggested people to watch my content before even getting here. I used the hashtag. I posted on the hashtag. People knew who I was. I met people at orientation. And to answer one of the following questions, like how do you make friends on campus, just apply yourself, join organizations, use the hashtag. If you don't have a Twitter account, make one now, because that's good. Literally, Twitter is your guide to everything involved with Ncat. Okay, everything's on Twitter. All the events, what to do, the news, latest gossip, everything is on that Twitter hashtag. So you gonna want to get on that, because you gonna need to know certain things that's going on camp. And basically, back to the original question: is Ncat as lit as people say it is? Honestly, in my opinion, I don't think so. There are lit moments on campus. Please do not get me wrong. Like, Ncat is a party school. It's going to be fun for people who aren't used to that lifestyle. So another person asked me, how many parties out of the week is there? That's one thing I was disappointed about, because my expectations for Ncat were like, there's gonna be moves every weekend, parties are gonna be lit, like we're gonna always have something to do. And to be honest with you, that is not the case. Okay, welcome week, of course, is gonna be lit. Like, welcome week is the first week of school. It's gonna be lit. If you haven't checked out my welcome week vlog, it is in the cards above. Please check it out. It was lit. Y'all gonna like it. But after that, things start to die down. Like, once you get more into your classes, once the semester really starts, that's where things start to slow down. And yes, you have to remember that this is school. It's not always gonna be fun. But my expectations versus the reality, over the weekend, people go home a lot. People don't do stuff on the weekend. The weekends are pretty dead here at Ncat, and that's an unfortunate thing. But as a freshman, everybody lives on campus, so basically y'all can make fun for yourselves. Like, so that's one good thing about being a freshman on campus. But it's not as lit as people think it is. Like, it looks lit on social media. Yes, we are lit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we have highlights just like every other school does. But it's not a party school. Like, we don't party every weekend, get drunk, It's not like that. And the last thing for like social advice, somebody asked, do you have any advice for transfer students? So I am not a transfer student, but luckily I have a friend who is a transfer student, and she said the most important thing is to just get involved. You transferred to a new school for a reason, so really try to make the best out of it. Really make this experience your own. So yes, you came here from a different school. You probably were hoping that the school would be better, which it is. I ain't gonna lie to you, this school probably better than your old school. But apply yourself. Honestly, I know everybody's personality isn't the same, as to where you want to put yourself out there. Some people may be shy, some people may have anxiety, and that is understandable. But you have to get out of your comfort zone. If you don't get out your comfort zone, you're not gonna grow. And college is a learning experience, okay? Me being here for 3 to 4 months, I learned so much that high school can never compare to. It teaches you about adulthood, growing up, teaches you about yourself, what you like, who you want to surround yourself with. You just learn a lot. It's just a big learning experience, and college is not as bad as people make it seem, although everybody has their own opinion on it. So honestly, just apply yourself, be outgoing, be open-minded, join clubs and organizations, get to know people, put yourself out there, use the hashtag get a Twitter, and be involved. That's pretty much it. So now we're gonna talk about dorm life, because I can't speak for everybody's dorm, but some dorms are better than others, okay? And I'm fortunate enough to live in a decent dorm. Although it is a freshman traditional dorm, it's not as bad as the other ones, I'm not going to even cap, because I heard of some things in the dorms that that ain't the best. But about 2 weeks ago, I heard that there was a squirrel on the second floor of my dorm hall, in the bathroom. Luckily, I don't live on the second floor, but it's gonna take a minute for you to get adjusted to dorm life, whether you live with people or not, because you have to realize you're sharing a building with people you've never met before, people who come from all walks of life. Some are clean and tidy, and some are dirty as hell, but it's the cards you've been dealt. And luckily, Hopefully you get the chance to pick out your roommate, or at least get a feel for them and how they operate. And that's one thing I suggest. Like, although I didn't really know who my roommate was, she reached out to me before the school year started and asked if I wanted to be her roommate, and we communicated ever since then. And our communication is A1. I love me and my roommate's communication because we let each other know what's going on. If somebody's in the room, she texts me. If I have extra food and she needs some, she can get it as long as she asks. If I need to use her broom or things of that nature, like, the communication is bomb. And I feel like that's a good thing to have between you and your roommate, because you're sharing a room with them. It's not like you're just sharing a space. You're sharing a room with them. You see them very often. You sleep damn near next to them. So you gotta, like, have that communication in order to be, like, on the same page with stuff. But as far as communal bathrooms, I'm not gonna lie, that's the worst part about being in a dorm, because sometimes they can be really messy. Get shower shoes. Get shower flip-flops, because you're not gonna want to put your feet on that dirty ground. People be peeing on it, people leave hair on it, there'll be bugs on the ground. Just get shower shoes, okay? Get them. And honestly, the cleaning people come like every weekday, so they come pretty often to clean the communal bathroom. So it's not as bad, but there are times where you be like, what is going on? Who raised y'all? Like, get it together. Next question. Someone asked, is Ncat's campus as beautiful as the pictures on the internet? And honestly, it looks the same in person, but, like, honestly, I feel like the campus is a little small. Like, as many students that go here, like, I feel like the campus is a little small. Like, once you get familiar with the campus, you be like, oh, that's the south side and that's the north side. And then after that, you get familiar and you be like, oh, this is small. But it's probably like that with every campus, so let me not say that. The college tours versus the reality of college are two different things, okay? They gonna show you the north side with the student center and the bougie dorms and Corbett and the airplane on the campus, but they ain't gonna show you the south side dorms. They ain't gonna show you Barbie. They ain't gonna show you Van Story. They ain't gonna show you Morrow, because those aren't the ones that look the best, okay? If I saw Barbie, if I stayed in Barbie for orientation, you know, I would have been sick. But I stayed at Pride for orientation. Luckily, that's the bougie dorms on the north side. But I'm not gonna judge south side dorms though, because those are the freshman dorms and they be the most lit, okay? South side dorms are like that. If you want to have a good time, go on the south side, okay? Go on the south side. Would you say that Ncat is a safe campus? For the most part, yeah, we do have security and stuff like that, but there are things that do happen on and off campus. So I would just suggest to be aware at all times. Don't walk alone at night. Keep Aggie alert. You have to have Aggie alert anyway. When you're an admitted student, you have to have Aggie alert, or if not, you'll have a hold on your account. So that's Aggie alert is like the emergency system that keeps you informed of what goes on campus, or like if it's a tornado or if it's gunshots, like they'll let you know. And then last question, the food options on campus. Okay, food, I feel like we should have more food options here. Okay, as much money as I'm paying here, and we only got like 4 restaurants on campus, and a student center caf, like, and a big caf, like, y'all can do better. But for food options, we got Einstein Bagels, we got Chick-fil-A, which can get old real quick. We got Sub Connection, which is like Subway. We got McAllister's. We have Aggie Wings. We have 1891 Bistro. I think that's what it's called. And we have the calf and the mini calf. The big calf and the mini calf. And if I'm not mistaken, those are the only things that I know about. But if I'm not mistaken, those are the only things on campus. I personally like the mini calf more than the big calf, because the mini calf has better options. It's like the bougie calf. So the one in the student center on the second floor is a good calf. Some days it's a hit or miss, so you gotta know when to go. But it's good. So now we're gonna get into personal questions about me and my experience as a freshman here, although I'm still in my first semester of college. I know things about the college, you know, it's after GHO, so I'm feeling like a real student now. Like, I'm really a real student, so I get to say what I want on this anyway. How was it leaving home? Were you sad or anything like that? Do you get homesick? I was actually ready to go. I wanted a new environment. I was ready for something different. I wanted to go out of state. I didn't want to stay in DC. I don't get homesick. It's things that I miss about home, but I don't really get homesick. Like having privacy in a bathroom, I miss that a lot, okay? I miss not having to wear shower shoes. I miss my mom's food. Overall, I don't really miss home. I just miss things about home. That's what I think I can say. I don't miss home, but I miss things about home. I think that's pretty much it. I think I've said enough so far. If you guys want more like information on Ncat and stuff like that, I will love to let you guys know. I'm not really comfortable with doing videos like this yet because I never really did like a sit down talk video or advice and stuff like that. But I'm gonna give you guys the tea. If you guys want to know the truth about A&T, just let me know down below. Any topics, any questions you guys have, I will let you guys know. Don't hesitate to hit me up on social media. I will respond. And we're gonna leave it at that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the beginning of my college admission series. So stay tuned. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe now. And I will see you guys in my next video.